This is Josiah Plays Fallout New Vegas. I'm gonna chat up Ezekiel. It kind of looks to me, Sato, like she's staring at the back of Ezekiel's head. Like she's imagining just caving it in with her power fist. Which makes sense. If I was standing behind Ezekiel wearing a power fist, that's what I'd be thinking of.
That is one battered eyebot. It's a miracle it's still functioning.
What do you know about it?
I didn't know the Brotherhood had any people out here. That is one battered eyebot. It's a miracle.
That's
it's
it?
still
We
functioning.
can't talk about this more?
That is one battered eyebot. It's a miracle it's still functioning.
It's not battered, it's fine. Don't talk about my fucking eyebot. Who dis?
Controlling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
No, it doesn't. Don't be stupid.
If you want to get fucked up, Gamora's the place to go. Wish I was there now.
Yeah, me too, but what else?
Patrolling the Mojave. Watch yourself. You gotta piss someone off to pull guard duty out here. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Talk to the arms merchant. It would be the perfect time to embark on Come Fly with
Hello?
Me. Forgot which one that is. Oh, I can use the beds. What's my situation? Oh yeah, I need to sleep a little bit. I need to sleep for 12 hours. Okay, how am I feeling now? Perfect. Wait, what's in this tent right here? Mo beds. Get off me. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Arms merchant, we'll just talk to you in 1 second. I need to make sure there's nothing of interest on the bridge. What's happening up here? Nothing. Okay. Arms merchant. I notice you're not important enough to get a name.
Hello. You a merc? 'Cause you don't look like a prospector.
You do a lot of business with prospectors?
Sure do. Lots of folk been coming out east, sorting through junk, looking for whatever they can sell. Times are tough back home. Too many people, not enough work. Unless you like shoveling Brahmin shit.
Yeah. Brahmin shit hype? Get the star cap on the bar? Maybe. Are you with the NCR?
Hell yes, ma'am. Well, not officially. Not anymore. They mustered me out a year ago. Administrative discharge.
Administrative discharge? What does that mean?
It means my CO was an asshole and I told him to eat shit. He ordered me to flog a couple deserters. Those kids didn't desert. They just got liquored up on the strip and missed roll call. I don't know what else the brass expects. Half these kids don't get more than 2 weeks of training before they ship them out here.
Yeah, they should get more training than that, I would think. I'm not running a post-apocalyptic army or anything, but... So, how did you end up selling weapons?
Going home didn't feel right. Not with those savages camped on the other side of the river sharpening their knives. And I still get to see my old platoon when they pass through here. Make sure the new CO is treating them right, and sneak them extra ammo. Anyway, I was always complaining about the standard issue gear. The new kids don't even get body armor. Can you believe that?
Go on.
So I hooked up with a couple other vets. Bribed a gunrunner. Now we're supplying grunts, mercs, and anybody else on our side. We don't make much, but at least we're saving lives.
I don't understand. Are you saying the NCR doesn't have the caps to outfit their troops?
Vegas is bleeding us dry. We're tossing caps at 100 different problems, while Caesar bides his time and lets us wear ourselves out. This war is gonna bankrupt the NCR unless we finish off the Legion fast and dirty. We shouldn't be perched up at the dam. We ought to be crossing the Colorado and sticking a boot up Caesar's ass.
Well, I agree. We should be dealing with those Legion scoundrels. But for now, maybe I can help you out by making a purchase or two.
Sure, no problem.
I'm gonna take that 308. Oh, that got expensive quickly. Maybe I shouldn't have bought all that. Ah, fuck it. Battle rifle. Wow. Battle rifle sounds good. But if I get that, it won't have a scope, it won't have a suppressor. Not that expensive, though. Chainsaw alloy frame. Lots of hunting rifles. Wait, hunting rifle? Oh, never mind. I know what a battle rifle is now. It's a fucking, it's that semi-auto assault rifle-like gun. That's not as good as a hunting rifle, because if a fully repaired hunting rifle would do a lot more damage. Hunting rifle scope. Ooh. There's another power fist. That's not the battle rifle. Didn't I have a battle rifle? Didn't I get it when I was in Ranger Jackson's room? Or was that a combat rifle? What's a battle rifle? Apparently I don't have enough strength to effectively use rifles anyway. That was a service rifle. Oh, you're right. So which is better, a hunting rifle or a battle rifle? Because I'm noticing that a damaged hunting rifle does 29 damage, and a completely perfect battle rifle does 30 damage. So the hunting rifle must do more. But this must have a much higher rate of fire because the DPS is 67. Anyway, I'm not going to buy any rifles right now. What I am going to do... The hunting rifle is more valuable. Yeah, but which one's better at shooting people and making them dead? Alright, I don't have anything to sell. Goodbye, arms merchant. Repcon facility. Ah, to the ghouls. Yes, I like the idea of doing that. Grades accuracy and power for rate of fire. I want the rifle that is best for one shot, one kill at a long distance. That's the rifle that I want. And I want to have a nice good scope on it and a silencer. But the problem is I don't have enough strength to wield any such rifle like that. I'm going to be really limited in my ability to wield these rifles with my strength. Which, even if I raise it a little bit, it's unlikely to get high enough. Well, if I find some power armor or something. Best you can get is a sniper rifle. Is that better than the anti-materiel rifle? Or is the anti-materiel rifle basically just a special version of a sniper rifle? Oh look, it's another merchant clone.
Hey there. Need anything?
At least they could have made them look different. They're
Sure.
all wearing the exact
Here's what I
same
got.
hat. They're all wearing the exact same hat. This is the one with the anti-materiel rifle suppressor. Unsilenced, the highest shot per damage is the anti-materiel rifle. Good. I don't actually know where to get the rifle itself. I just found accessories for it, but I'm not going to buy them right now. Here's what I am going to do right now. I'm going to head down here toward the Repcon test site. I'm going to fog shit up. Let me repair a couple of things while I'm thinking about it. Like, for example, do I need to repair my armor? Not really, maybe a tiny bit. I could consolidate some of these Wasteland Wanderer outfits. And Varmint rifle's looking pretty good. Caravan shotgun, charger rifle, mercenaries grenade rifle, boxing tape. Alright, we're good. Fast travel to Novak. I could do that. I could. But I think I feel like walking. I'm going to avoid Helios 1 for now. Oh, because now I can kill some ants. Now I can kill some ants. At least one. One big giant ant. Now dead. Any other ants want to step to me? Alright, here we go. Oh, He over here wants to die. Hashtag ants in the pants, says Nox. Too much ants in the pants. Ants, too much ants in the pants. Ants, too much ants in the pants. Ants, too much ants in the pants. We're just gonna go around this place. We're gonna give it a wide berth, say. There's some kind of place there. There's lots of places. Something there, there's something there. Ants, too much ants in the pants. Ants, too much ants in the pants. Ants, too much kiting in the pants. Trusty Vault 13. Is trusty. I had it. What do we have up ahead? I think we have a murder opportunity. That should be a death claw. Whoop. 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 Whatever's up ahead is gonna die. Oh, you sent a reply about the things you thought you liked Remek. I actually kind of thought that might be your choice. He's the weirdest one. He's kind of a little bit of a crazy guy based on, like, the combination of classes he has is super fucking weird. Like, it's very hard to make any sense out of it from a lore point of view. Because one of his classes, Battle Mind, is a psionic class. It's like psychic powers of the mind type thing. And the other one is a primal class, which is nature magic, like a druid. So combining those two is super weird. Oh, we got scorpions. Plus he's also a multi-class cleric. So he's got divine power as well. So he's all over the fucking place. In addition, he's a dwarf who was raised by Kalashtar. He's actually Ashani's bodyguard, because they grew up together. Wait, what are my companions doing? They're way the fuck over there. There's a lot of scorpions over here. Really? Must be too far away. But you don't have to talk in a bad Scottish accent, though, because he didn't grow up with other dwarves, so he might not talk that way. He still could, though. He still could. Tankiness, buffiness, psychonicness, spirit guardianness of it. Yeah, he's got all that. He's got all that. He's pretty cool, but he is the most complicated to play out of all those characters. But I'm sure you can handle it. I thought you might pick him or Howling Sky just because of the animal thing, but a wolf is not a cow. He lacks quenniness. Yes, he does lack that. Because my character sucks at guns, it takes me so many bullets to kill these guys sometimes. Also because I miss sometimes. The music is getting very alarming. Did he just turn around and... Boom! That death shot face! Wait, it's not dead? Are you shitting me right now? Okay. Where did it go? If I turn around and... Oh, there it is. If I turn around and it's right behind me, I'm not going to be amused. Sneaky scorpions. What's up, S. Scheffner? Welcome. Good to see you again. We're talking about D&D. S. Scheffner, you're running some D&D. Everybody's super favorite edition of D&D, no less. The one that's been the most popular of all time and nobody has ever talked shit about. Which is exciting. You know people are going to come to my stream, because you guys know I'm streaming these D&D games, obviously. People are going to come to the stream, they're going to be like, oh, you're doing D&D. And then they're going to be like, wait a minute, what edition is this? I'm going to be like, oh, it's 4th. And you know people are going to be like, what the fuck? Why are you streaming 4th edition? Why are you playing 4th edition? What is wrong with you? I guarantee you we're going to see some of that. Because people hate 4th edition.
Hey!
4th edition is like the prequel trilogy. Where are the other scorpions? I see red things on my map. You haven't played D&D in a long time. You're the only person who says my name right? How do they say it? I guess you can't really explain that to me in text, but... Look, I want to kill some more scorpions. Scorpions are hiding out. You know why they're hiding out? They don't want to get sniped. What they want to do is jump out
Trouble.
and get me when I'm at close range. I understand your fucking game, scorpions. Whoa. That was very sudden and surprising. I kind of want to let Veronica fucking whoop up on a scorpion and see what it's like. Maybe we just stop shooting. We aggro some scorpions and let Veronica get her work on with that fucking power fist. Do they see you stack? Oh, you haven't played in a long time! Damn! Sometimes I don't say both S's. Sometimes I just say Scheffner. But yeah, it's very clearly supposed to be S. Scheffner, like S, the first letter of a first name, and Scheffner, the last name, right? I mean, that seems to be the naming convention that you're going with, unless I miss my mark, which I don't think I do, unlike it in this game. Alright, let me switch guns just in case one of them decides to get all up in my growl. And we're gonna let Veronica kill a scorpion. Veronica, it's time for you to kill a scorpion. Unless Ed beats you to it. Which he tends to do, because he is quick on the draw with his eye laser. There we go. I'm just gonna piss it off. Alright, Veronica, get it done! Veronica, oh, dude. She just... Veronica, get that one too. Who's gonna get it first, Ed or Veronica? It was Ed. I don't ever need to shoot anything again. All I need to do is just walk around and let them kill stuff for me, which seems pretty good. It seems to fit the whole being a charisma character thing. Saito says, or SS Chefner. Yeah, but that didn't seem very likely. Thaco died... Yeah, there was no Thaco in 3rd edition, or 4th, or 5th. There will never be Thaco. Oh, that's a lot of reds on my map. Just better quick save here before I get killed. I wouldn't go in there, says Saito. Or maybe we just look. Maybe we just look. We're not going to do anything drastic. We're just going to look. That's where a quest is targeted? So I'll fuck up the quest if I go in there? Is that what you're saying to me? Still really... I just want to see, though. I can reload. I just quick saved. I can always F9 this shit. I can always F9 this shit. I need to know. I'm curious. Oh, that's a lot of bark scorpions. Oh, watch her, she's a beast! And Ed. Alright, let's F9 this shit. Alright. Oh, that's directly the way that we want to go. Alright, I will quick travel to Novak and go that way then. And played... Okay, wait. Nox says, the greatest ship on these seas, the SS Chefner. I see what you're going for there. I had thought Thaco was still a thing also, since I think your last D&D experience was playing Ruins of Myth Draenor. There's no way that Ruins of Myth Draenor... Pool of Radiance, Ruins of Myth Draenor, that used Thaco? What? I thought that thing was based on 3rd edition. You wouldn't go in there, right? You played Dragonlance. I played some Dragonlance back in the day. I like Dragonlance. I read a bunch of the Dragonlance novels. Dragonlance was pretty cool. Played Vampire the Masquerade and Shadowrun. Yeah, I played those too. Shadowrun's actually my favorite pen and paper role-playing game of all time. I played a ton of Shadowrun. I love Shadowrun. 2nd edition Shadowrun is what I played. Now they're on like 4th or 5th edition of Shadowrun, and it's all totally changed. I can be like one of those guys who hates the new edition like the people did with 4th. Anything after 2nd edition Shadowrun is crap! What is up, son? Good to... Hey, I'm glad you're here, son, because I wanted to throw something at you. Not literally throw something at you, because I can't throw all the way to Denmark. Every time I try, it just ends up splashing into the English Channel. I mean, I'm a good thrower, but not that good, I mean. But, I wanted to throw an idea at you, which fortunately the internet facilitates as a thing. About some hot Al-Qadim. I actually ran like one Al-Qadim game. I thought Al-Qadim seemed cool, but I'll tell you, at the time, I was very young when Al-Qadim came out, and at the time I wasn't really into desert and Arabian stuff particularly, so I thought it seemed cool, but I wasn't like, oh my god, I have to run this. Nowadays, I think I'd like Al-Qadim even more, because I'm a lot more into that sort of genre. Oh no, why am I taking rads? I hate rads. Maybe if I just come over on this side of the road, I won't take rads. I mean, Al-Qadim doesn't hold a candle to Dark Sun, obviously. Dark Sun is the literally best. The literally best? The literal best. It is the best. Played a troll who rode a tricycle? Oh, that sounds cool. That sounds like some Shadowrun shit. Spaghetti arm, man. Sorry. Sorry for my spaghetti arm. I can't. Bro. 8,000, 10,000 miles, whatever the fuck it is. Wait a minute. That's a ghoul. Not a very fucking observant ghoul, is it? Not a human. Feral ghoul roamer. Not a human, and it's not the nice kind of ghoul. Oh wait, they're no longer radioactive after they're dead? That doesn't really make any sense. Oh, I'll kill some ghouls. I ain't tripping. Unless they're the kind of, like, we talk and are civilized kind of ghouls, then I'll treat them just like normal humans. Hold up, Rocketeers! Looking for a tour? Blast up Highway 95 to RepCon HQ in lovely Henderson. Alright, so, son, I have a question for you. Are you possibly interested in playing some Dungeons and Dragons, which will be streamed on this channel? I already know the answer to that, but I'm asking again just for the sake of not being presumptuous, I guess. But I have a very important follow-up question that's going to determine whether or not you actually want to play. When are we talking about? I don't know when exactly. Soon, but I don't know exactly when. We have to talk about that. But the more important question is, how do you feel about 4th edition? Here we go. I'm already expecting backlash. You cannot play a drow female with Charisma 18. There is a female with Charisma 18 in the mix, though. He said, fuck. See? I knew the response to 4th edition was not going to be good. Or maybe he's not saying fuck about that. I do generally accept as a matter of course that people will hate 4th edition, though. Where's all the other ghouls? Why was there just one ghoul? Oh, this must have been a ghoul. A rebar club? That's enterprising. No, said fuck to the... No, it's pre-generated characters, actually, and you have to pick one of them. One of them is an Eladrin female with an 18 charisma. I think in a lot of ways she's the most interesting character in the party, even though she's got a very different play style to anyone else, and not for everybody. Not for everybody. She's a warlord, and she's the type of warlord who never makes any attacks herself. She's like a chess master. All she does is tell other people what to do, and then they do those things very well. She tells people to do things that's not even possible for them to do, and they still do them. She tells people who are bleeding to stop bleeding, and they do. She tells people who are unconscious to get the fuck up, and they do. Really good at telling people what to do. It's my favorite build of Warlord, which is one of my favorite classes. I played a character with a similar build. A little bit. I never got to play that character very much. Man, here's a lot of stuff right here. Why is it bad? I don't really know it for you, so I'm not one of the revilers. If I've understood the drama correctly, 4E was reviled because it was basically built as a miniature skirmish game. Well, that's an overstatement of the situation. Realistically, the way most people were playing 3rd edition before 4E came out was with miniatures on a battle map. Everybody I knew that played 3rd edition played it that way. So they made that a core part of the game in 4th edition. And yes, the game is completely 100% built to be played on a battle map with miniatures, not Theater of the Mind style. I would say it's virtually impossible to play 4th edition Theater of the Mind style. But it's still D&D. They didn't just turn it into a tactical miniature skirmish game. It's still got all of the RP stuff. It's still a role-playing game in every respect. It's just the combat system has been made much more tactical than in other editions. And a lot of people didn't like that, but there's other reasons, there's tons of reasons why people hate 4th edition. The main reason is because it's super different from 3.5, and people fucking loved 3.5. And they didn't want a huge change. They wanted another edition which was almost like 3.5. But they didn't get that. They got an edition that was so different, and they were like, no, we reject this. We shall all go play Pathfinder now and be Pathfinder hipsters. And we shall never play Dungeons and Dragons again. And then 5th edition came out, and 5th edition was all about rolling back to earlier ideas of D&D and trying to reclaim some of those gamers who left in droves to play Pathfinder. I mean, they as much as admitted that. During the D&D Next playtests, they were like, we're trying to get back some of those gamers. We're trying to bring this back to, you know, oh, there's a bunch of drugs. To the classic things of old. So it was kind of a mix of ideas from 4E and lots of stuff of the old editions, you know, kind of largled together. So there's things in 4E that you'll recognize from 5E, but that's where they started, was in 4E. Things like passive insight and passive perception. Or, I can't think of anything else at the moment, but there is lots of things. There's actually supposed to be a whole lot of corpses here, but they haven't spawned. You might want to quickly fast travel back to Nomak and come back in. That usually fixed the issue for me. You're interested? Oh, alright, fine. I'll do what you say, Saito. Let's try it. I've been wanting to do a thing, just to show some fucking people something. I want to create an identical scenario, just a brief scenario, in 3rd edition, 3.5 rules and 4E rules, and have motherfuckers play a level 1 wizard in both, and see which one is more fun. And which one they feel more powerful, more survivable, more useful, more everything. Because I guarantee you, playing a scenario as a 1st edition, as a 1st level wizard in 4E, you're going to feel like a god compared to playing that scenario as a 3rd edition 1st level wizard. People cry about the wizard thing because hypothetical max level characters can't do as many completely game-breaking things. But hardly anybody ever gets to play characters that level in the first place. And in the second place, that shit was always unbalanced. It was a stupid idea from the very beginning of D&D to have classes based on levels. Like, let's have one class that's really good for 10 levels and shitty after that, and another class that's really shitty for 10 levels and great after that. That makes it balanced. No, that just means no matter what part of the game you're in, it's unbalanced on one side or the other. 4E's greatest achievement compared to every other version of D&D... Oh, shit! Suddenly there's a million ghouls here. Alright, handle that shit, Veronica. Why are you creeping toward me? Go beat up ghouls! Look at her. Look at her. She's a fucking beast! Oh my god, I love you, Veronica. I honestly don't have to shoot anybody. This is so good. Man, they're just gods. My companions are gods. Anyway, it was always unbalanced. The greatest thing that 4E did better than anything else was balance the game. Everything is so well balanced in 4E. No matter what level you play at, the classes are balanced. They're all interesting. They all have lots of things they can do. They're all competent and useful to the group, roughly equally, at all levels. Plus, the monsters and PCs are really well balanced. They have an incredible system for designing encounters and for designing and altering monsters. It's super easy. I don't know why I'm searching boxes that I've already looted, but... Oh, there is a bunch of ghouls here. I'm not even going to pull out my gun. I'm just going to trust that that thing will be dead before it can get to me. That one too. This playthrough might now become... How long can I go into the game without ever pulling out my gun? Although I do like sniping things from afar, so I'll still be doing some of that. I was wondering why this place wasn't all full of ghouls. Hashtag Wasteland Pacifist, hashtag emphasis on the fist. I see what you did. 4E is perhaps the hardest edition to play in actual combat, but it's the easiest edition to DM in terms of prep time especially, and in terms of figuring out how to balance encounters and set up encounters and stuff that are appropriate for the players. That's always a pain in the ass in every other edition. In 4th edition it's super easy because they designed that stuff with great elegance. And yet, people don't want it to be balanced. They want to be overpowered as fuck. They liked it, playing those high-level wizards and clerics and druids in 3rd edition, and being the total stars of the show, while the fighters were just useless dudes who came along to carry stuff. And the rogues were just a joke. Why have a rogue when there's a spell to solve literally every single problem? Who needs a rogue when you have knock, when you have find traps, when you have detect this and detect that spells, when you have... And frankly, that was kind of just dumb to have... But, on the other hand, low-level wizards were absolute shit. You'd cast your one spell, maybe two, and then you would be the most useless party member until you could rest. And unlike in video games, in actual D&D, you rarely get the opportunity to just rest whenever the hell you feel like it. Who needs a BMX bandit when you have an angel summoner? Exactly! Oh wow, this place looks way more interesting than I... Oh wow, is this place like a giant-ass complex or what? Because it looks like there's a lot going on here. So anyway, in my opinion, 4th edition is, if not the most true to D&T's heritage, I think it's still the best designed mechanically of all the editions. And frankly, I think it's just the most fun combat. And the other thing people say, well, there's a lot of things, like I said, that they say. They didn't like the new races that were in the core book. They didn't like the fact that the core book didn't have all of the core classes and races, that they didn't come until later books. They didn't like the new lore and the changes to the cosmology. And I can't argue with any of those things. I mean, I happen to like all that stuff, but that's just a matter of taste. I can't argue that those people... Damn, look at this place. This is like a fucking citadel. Tech butchers, but I want to go up here first. The other thing they say is that they took the role play out of the game somehow, which is total bullshit. In no way did they remove the role play. But this is what people would say. They would say because of the way the combat works in 4E, you're encouraged to just use these powers that your character has and not think about things in character or thematically or whatever. And so it feels like you're not role-playing, you're just playing a card game or a miniatures game. And I strongly disagree. Now, I understand that some people can take it that way, and then they can play like that, and then that can alter their experience, but that's a choice they're making. And it really depends on... Here's the RepCon test site. It really depends on the DM and the players specifically. It definitely doesn't have to be that way. It can be just as roleplay focused as any other edition of D&D, because the rules are not what make roleplay. People role-playing are what make... Ooh, what is this? Requires key. Of course it does. I approve of 4E for getting rid of gnomes, at least for a while. Yeah, I do too. I was happy that gnomes were in the player's handbook. You didn't like what 3E did to the cosmology? Well, they changed the cosmology every fucking edition. They changed it pretty significantly. I happen to really like 4E's cosmology, but it is very different. Although, it's not... I don't know. There is things from, like, the Planescape cosmology that I miss. You know, all those individual outer planes and stuff are really de-emphasized in 5th edition. They still exist in the form of astral dominions, but how the fuck do I even get up there? Before I spend the next 20 minutes trying to figure out how to get up there, if I can't get up there right now, just let me know now. If I have to go through some tunnels or some shit to get there from another location, or... That's why there was a gnome comedian in Quest for Glory 4. Well, Quest for Glory 4 obviously came out long before 4th edition D&D, but yeah. I like your theory nonetheless. You can't get up there. Alright, cool. That's all I needed to know. Now I can go this way. 1E, there are gods. 2E, a lot of gods die. 3E, Netheril and lots of magic is here. 4E, Netheril and lots of magic is gone. 5E, I don't even know. Well, Netheril comes back. I mean, there's Living Forgotten Realms adventures, a bunch of them that deal with Netheril. Netheril's always kind of like half-assed there, half-assed not there. This reminds me of Fallout 3 right here. Just visually. Anyway, it's not for everybody. And you might play it and find that you don't like it. I can't guarantee. But what I will tell you is this. All of the complaints about 4E that I ever heard were from old 3.5 players. I introduced a lot of brand new players to D&D through 4th edition, as I was DMing all the time at events and in game stores and at conventions and stuff like that. And like every week I was meeting new people that had never played D&D before, and they started with 4th edition. And all of those people liked it. It's only the people that had a preconceived idea from 3.5 that were like, ah, this game sucks. Everybody that was new to it said, wow, this is really fun. So, you know. I'm gonna be like Netheril because floating cities. Alright, there's one way in. And I know you guys know, if you've watched a lot of my playthroughs, that I never go in the first entrance I find. I will circle the entire perimeter of this building and consider my options before I go inside. Is that a waste of time? Probably. That's why I play at Josiah speed, because I waste time on things like that. Most other gamers, especially streamers, would have immediately just gone in that fucking door. Actually, they already would have walked into the front of the building and probably would have gone in a door there. And they would never walk behind the building. Because why would you walk behind the building? Does your quest tell you to walk behind the building? Is there an indicator marking the back of the building? No? Then why would you ever go there? That's how most people play. And that's fine, if that's what's fun for them. But I cannot in good conscience do that. I have to know that I've checked it all out, and if there was anything interesting to be found back there, I could have found it. Like this little area I'm looking over here now. Guess what's going to be over here that's interesting? Most likely, nothing. But I have to go look, don't I? Also dumbasses who pull heinous shit, yeah. Fucking Netherrealm. I'm not a 3.5 player. Man, people who love 3.5 love the 3.5. I mean, that was the most popular edition of D&D there's ever been. It brought more new people to D&D and got more people into D&D than any edition before or since. And don't get me wrong, 3.5 is great. It's a really well-made edition, and it had the level of improvement from 2nd edition to 3rd is unimaginable. I mean, it's so much better that revolutionary, right? And there's a lot to like about 3.5. It's a great, well-designed edition, except for all the things that are broken with it, which come out and become obvious the higher level into the game you get. If you've only ever played low-level 3.5, it probably seems super awesome. If you've ever had to DM mid to high level 3.5, you know what a nightmare it becomes. Ooh, look, I found some stuff here. See, a lot of people wouldn't find this stuff. They wouldn't get these 10mm rounds that I don't need. They wouldn't search this empty footlocker. They wouldn't get this pressure cooker. I wonder what Anonymous is going to say about the 4E thing. Because Sun and Anonymous were the two people that I wanted to, like, invite. 3.5 is not your cup of tea. What is your cup of tea? Oh yeah, this is where he says gumshoe. But I don't mean, like, of all RPGs. I mean of just D&D. Or maybe you don't really like D&D. I don't know. I know you like gumshoe. I mentioned it a few times. I myself have never tried gumshoe. I've never even read gumshoe or anything. It's weird. There are a few RPGs, several in fact, that I've read the books, but I've never played them. Like Numenera. I've read the Numenera book. I own it right now, currently. In fact, the Numenera book is the only RPG book I own currently in physical form. And I've never played Numenera. It seems like a little bit daunting to run, actually. And I don't know whether or not I really like the mechanics. I might like them, but I might not. That might be the only entrance to this building. Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, which edition? Because talk about some differences. The latest edition of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay is like the 4E of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. It's remarkably different from what came before. 2E. 2E is the one that I actually played the most. I've only played a tiny bit of the new edition. And I don't think I ever played first edition Warhammer. I might have played a little bit of first edition a long time ago. But the one that I've actually played to any significant degree was second edition Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. And I liked it. I mean, there were a lot of things about it that were like, what? But I still liked it quite a bit. And I'm not especially a Warhammer person. I like Warhammer, but I don't love Warhammer as an IP. This is where Josiah walks around and looks at nothing and wastes a bunch of time while talking about D&D. Sorry if you're watching on YouTube, this video sucks. So... I could have found something cool at any given time, though. You threw your back yesterday and broke a tooth? Well, that sucks. Obviously Sato's fault, yeah. I don't know how Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay is automatically more RP heavy. How's it more RP heavy? Your understanding of late game 3.5 is spending days writing a fun, interesting adventure with great gameplay value and then watching it get blown apart as a wizard casts a spell and destroys all your work. Well, yeah, it might not even be a wizard. It could be a cleric or a druid. All three of them were super broken at high level. And yeah, when you wrote an adventure, you had to take into consideration all the things they could do. And making the stat box for the monsters took fucking forever, and designing NPCs and stuff for them to fight took forever. Oh, there is front doors. Well, I'm too smart to go through the front doors. No, I don't want to, like, skip content if I go through the back, so I'm going to go in the front. I'm going to go in the front. There should be over a dozen or so dead ghouls all over who are called Bright Followers. Oh, really? Like the guy you first got the recharger rifle from. Oh, but they just didn't spawn, huh? Yay, unofficial patch. Really helping me out. Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay is, in terms of setting, much less magical and far more technological than D&D. How does it being less magical and more technological lead to more roleplay? 3.5 where wizards could just blink around at will or such. Well, unless you wrote things into the adventure that specifically contradicted this, this is what high level 3.5 D&D is. The wizards and cleric figure out, you know, whatever, you get an objective. You get an objective. And instead of like, okay, we're going to travel to the place and go through the dungeon, they're like, nah, we're just going to cast scry the final boss, teleport without error directly to the final boss because we've seen him because we've scryed the shit. Then we're going to cast, you know, fucking wish and shape change and destruction and stuff and, you know, like completely annihilate, kill the boss, no saving throw, instantly. And we're going to take all the loot, and we're going to go home and skip the rest of the adventure. And the fighter's just going to follow along and do nothing. The rogue's going to follow along and do nothing, because we don't need them. That's high level 3.5. where wizards could just... Yeah. Just like I totally forgot you could do that. That works, yeah. Warhammer combat is usually the suboptimal solution to any given problem. I see, that kind of makes sense. You can go through the back. Unofficial side of his blessing patch. I know, right? I install this patch, immediately shit starts glitching out in the game. It's more RP-centric than D&D because it's not really about going into a dungeon and murder a hobo. Yeah, but a D&D campaign doesn't have to be about that either. I've played in lots of D&D campaigns where we never set foot in a dungeon. It can be about anything. It can be about politics in a city. It can be about, you know, whatever. Alright. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save. I'm going to end this episode. But if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on the stream, don't go anywhere. Saito, you can stick around for another hour or what? But if you're watching on YouTube, this episode is now over. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Fallout New Vegas.